Ladies and gentlemen, the poop hat is back on, and that means it is time for serious business. Welcome back to Pokemon Insurgence. In the last episode, we finally took down the devil himself, Mega Miltank, or actually herself, I guess, because Mega Miltank's only a girl. But we saved the world from utter destruction as we took down the 4th gym leader, Harmony. We've got a nice shiny badge to show off our victory there. Look at that, it's even a heart, showing us the love that is Mega Miltank, I guess. But man, that was a very hectic battle, and you guys have been letting me know in the comments that it is only gonna get tougher from here on out. So it is time to kick this game into overdrive. No more fooling around. The poop hat is on, and we are ready to go. As we made it to the retirement home, and we found Harmony's grandpa. He got injected with the Pokerus, you know, usual stuff, and of course he ended up turning into a Deoxys old grandpa hybrid thing. It sounds pretty crazy, but apparently things are gonna get even more intense, and we're gonna start off this episode right with a battle because, like I said, things are only gonna get harder according to you guys in the comments. You guys think I can't handle it, and so I really do think we've got to do some intense training, especially to Morgana, because this shockwave is simply not cutting it anymore. So Morgana is going to be our priority for this episode, as we actually, this guy's might just kill us here. Oh, never mind, he went for taunt. Alright, Haxorus, if that's what you're up to, if that's what you think is going to win for you, then I can't really judge you. That guy's name was Tyrion, by the way. Game of Thrones, man. Game of Thrones, indeed. So if you guys are excited for another episode of Insurgence, make sure to leave a like. As I said, we're going to be kicking it into overdrive, like my boy Jack Atlas. Card games on motorcycles or something like that. But I think we're actually heading off to the Maelstrom 9, and let's find out right now, as it actually doesn't even tell us where we are. But that's the area that I think, when we check the map, that's the next area we were going to. Or it was kind of off of the map, but judging by how it's raining and, you know, this place is called the Maelstrom, I'm thinking that's probably where we're headed right now. Whoa, what is going on right now? We are in some kind of very deep whirlpool thing. You can actually dive, but I don't think we have the ability to dive, do we? I don't think we ever got dive, and if we did, then we probably don't have the badge to be able to do it. Wow, the only HM that we've got is Fly. Hold on, what the heck? Oh man, I keep forgetting which game is which. We have Fly in this one. We don't have Fly over in Pokemon Uranium, which I did just the one episode off, but it threw me off enough that now I don't know what the heck game we're playing. But anyway, I don't even know if this is the area that we're supposed to go to then, because we clearly don't have the ability to dive right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray a Super Repel, and we'll just look around this area for a little bit, see if this is actually even where we're supposed to go, because I know that Harmony at least told us that we have to head onwards to Kepler Town, and it looks like that might actually just be over this way. Let's find out. Yeah, here it is. Kepler City, man. From town to city. Quite a big upgrade there, and I just realized there was only one trainer left in that last route, so we've already made it to the city. Kepler City's electricity comes from nuclear power. There's a reactor underground that generates huge amounts of energy every second. It's actually a lot faster than people give it credit for. Nuclear power isn't as dangerous as everyone thinks. Well, Pokemon Uranium for sure showed us that. You know, nuclear power, not so bad. Homer Simpson has also taught us a little bit about that. Except in The Simpsons, they have three-eyed fish. I don't know about that one. You see a lot of abyssal cultists around these parts. There's also a really deep ocean trench just south of here. What a funny coincidence. Or completely understandable, because they're the abyssal cult, and there just so happens to be an underwater abyss nearby. I thought that this was one of those pipes that you could go over, like in the black market, but I guess not. A bunch of scrap metal over here. What's going on, man? Kepler City is definitely the tech and science city of Tauren. Every innovation, from Pokeballs to power, all come from here. So you're telling me that these people made up Pokeballs. You know Professor Oak made up Pokeballs, right? I hope you understand that, dude. I keep accidentally pushing the speed up buttons. Sorry about that. I'm gonna try not to get my trigger finger going here, because I don't know, I keep pushing it on accident. I absolutely love living here in Kepler. Not only do I love machines, but my parents helped to build it. I want to honor my parents' memories by never moving away. And that sounds like a pretty good time, but you know, I like to think that I want to be my own person. Being like my parents would be alright, I guess, but I'm gonna be my own person, man. So move away from Kepler City, follow your dreams. Unless your dreams is to be like your parents, then I guess that's okay. I think the scariest cult in the region is the Infernal one. Their members are creepy, to say the least. It feels like they were brainwashed into joining. I think that's all the cults, lady. And this guy didn't really say much of anything. Yep, everything in the city seems to be very sciencey, and he's a mystical man looking for his mystical woman. Greetings, young one. Let's take a journey. I'm the ancient guardian of the legendary HMO3 Surf. Only with this move will you be able to cross large bodies of water. All I ask in return is... You already have an item for that. Are you serious? I had this whole speech prepared. You know what? Just take the thing. I don't even care anymore. Hey, we get the HM for Surf, which is not too great because we already have the thing to surf outside of battle. I guess inside of battle we can use it to, you know, do damage, but right now we have Fedoro as our main water type, and he's already got Scald, which I think is better than Surf just because it does less damage, but it has that chance to burn, so I think we're gonna go ahead and keep that. This lady is a move tutor for Defog, apparently, which we don't really need, and apparently Blossom can't even learn. Why can't Blossom learn Defog, but Goggles can? Feels bad, dude. I don't want that though, Grandma. Thank you for the offer. And always remember, talk to the wild Pokemon or the random Pokemon you might find, because sometimes they might just be holding a Mega Stone in their jaws, like that Poochyena that just so happened to hold like the Garchomp Stone or one of those stones. I don't know, it was weird, but the leader of the Kepler City guy, or gym, is named Anastasiya. She's one heck of a battler. She's a master of both steel and electric types. Ooh. So actually not a gym that Morgana will be very useful in. I wanted to train up Morgana mainly because she's very close to getting Thunderbolt, but I guess maybe we should focus on training up Kimmy. Actually would be really good in this gym, a ground type Pokemon there. I heard this huge rumbling sound earlier, followed by gears turning. How bizarre, it sounded like a machine. What do you think, kid? What do you think of the machine? Nothing, you're too small, but it's alright, my Pokemon are much bigger, and that's all that matters in the end. Wow. So this kid gets a little bit made fun of at school for being small, so he just brings a Wailord to school. Man, if only I'd been able to do that when I was in school, because I was always the shortest kid in class, and I probably still would be, considering I'm probably never going to be tall. I'm just like pretty short actually. Anyway, there's a Moss Rock over in Merc Forest to the northeast. If you're evolving Eevee into Leafeon, that would be the place to do it. Don't have an Eevee, but I guess you could have picked that as a starter, and at this point is when you would finally be able to evolve into a Leafeon, but I don't think it's really that important if you did pick Eevee as a starter to evolve it, because in this game, Mega Eevee is probably a little bit better than evolving it into anything. The Augur is actually a cultist. He's running the region behind our backs. Wake up, Mareeple! What is Mareeple? Like Mareep people? Is it because you have a Mareep here? It's Mareep. What about you? You think so too? My friends like this all the time. It's completely unbearable. It's probably a good idea to get to know someone before sharing a house. Yeah. Sounds like a good time for you guys. So you enjoy that with your 2 tables. Literally their house is composed of just 2 tables and that's it. They have nothing else. They have no bed. I don't even know if they had a TV. I couldn't really remember, but no one so far in this city. I mean, they've been giving us interesting stuff, but oh, I'll trade you a Beldum for any electric and fire Pokemon. Wait, electric and fire type. What the heck is that? There's an electric and fire type Pokemon? I don't know what the heck that dude's... Electric and fire type. The only thing I can think of is Rotom, the one certain form that's that electric fire, but aside from that, I have no idea. Did you know that Harmony, Ryukra, Anastasia, and Professor Sylvan all went to the same university? 2 gym leaders, a cultist, and a professor, all learning together. The world really is a small place. I mean, they all seem to know each other, so... Hey, look at that! What did I tell you guys? Talk to the Pokemon because sometimes they're going to be holding some nice stuff for you. And this time it was Obama Snow coming through with that Obamacare there, giving us the hail, which is pretty good. I was out in the tall grass and I came across 2 Pokemon. I was only able to catch one of them. What a shame. What a shame indeed, dude. What a shame that no one here seems to want to give us anything interesting. At least they're talking a little bit about the gym leader because we are gonna have to take her on eventually. I don't know if... Whoa, look at that, another one. Seriously, dude, all of these Pokemon. I feel like those are the trainer's Pokemon, and we totally just stole that electric gem from the Voltorb. It was just holding it because its trainer gave it to him, but I don't know. This dude, loving the internet. I love the internet too, man. I gotta agree with you there. We got another TM, and it looks like that is about it for this town. We do have that whole nuclear generator going on underground. You can see some of the pipe work and stuff for it, but I'm not sure that we can actually access the generator itself. So I guess we just move along from Kepler City. Someone said that there is a gym here, but I haven't even seen where it is. You know where it is? Oh, this was the guy that we already talked to. So yeah, we're done exploring this whole city. I also keep forgetting that I actually have a bike. I don't even know. How do I get on my bike? That is not the bike. That is Shaman going for that Seed Flare. Hey, what's over here, man? Anastasiya Secret Lab. I'm afraid I can't let you in. Access is restricted. So Anastasiya is the gym leader, as we just heard earlier, and it looks like her gym is actually all the way up there. But how we get up there, I have no idea. Maybe up this way? Oh, there we go. There's the gym, actually. So what's this building over here, then? Have I even explored half of this area yet? Alright, here's, Old Wally. This is the Observatory of Kepler City. Using our telescope, we can record the trajectory of different celestial bodies. The back room is absolutely off limits, though. Only Anastasia and the two of us are allowed back there. Alright, which is exactly why— oh no! Is it just me, or does this person also have a poop hat? Oof. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. One moment, please. Doctor writes, the telescope is completely fine. I don't know what you're talking about. There's a white glare in the middle of the image. It's clearly broken somehow. In the astronomy world, writes, we call that a star. That's not what that— we'll talk about this later. If you spent less time on that project of yours and more on actually research— writes, I said later. And don't forget that project of mine is what's funding us in the first place. Anyways, how can I help you? I just wanted to check out the observatory, but I think we've met our soulmate here, guys. This is Anastasiya, the poop hat girl. She also runs the gym here. She also doesn't keep on accidentally hitting the speed button. My gym is based around machines. I specialize in both electric and steel types. I'd be glad to take you on. Harmony told you to warn me about the perfection cult. One of their lackeys might be coming after me? I see. Thanks for letting me know, but you don't need to worry. Let's just get going. I'm pretty busy at the moment. The sooner we can get this battle done, the better. So she is ready to go. She already wants to battle. Oh my god, this lady just hates her job. I'm gonna go ahead and— come on, man, let me back here. I just want to see the stars. I've always wanted to be an astronaut and you won't let me in here. Oh my gosh, dude. Whatever, maybe once we beat Anastasiya, there will be some kind of cool event and we can— what? It's raining. That's right. That means Kyogre might be around. The weather wasn't like this when I went into the building. This can't possibly be natural, but what kind of machine could possibly have created this? Welcome to Florida, lady. You literally go in Walmart and you come out, there's a giant storm going on. I swear, that's actually happened before, like in Florida. Or back when I used to live there anyway. Not a machine, Anastasiya, a Pokémon. Hey, there she is. It is Audrey. How have you been, Anastasiya? Alive? The world is changing. Our plan has officially been put into action. This storm is only the beginning. Soon, my Lugia storms will flood the entire world. I thought your group worshipped Kyogre. Oh, we do, believe me, but Kyogre's true value is only revealed in specific circumstances. Those conditions are being created as we speak, and since leaders like you will be too busy trying to save citizens, we can't be stopped. Tell me, Anastasiya, have you heard of, Thalassophobia? It describes mankind's innate fear of the deep, deep ocean, and soon, very soon, we'll be reminded of where it came from. Well, that's fantastic. The worst part is, she's right. I can't stop her. I need to protect people from the floods. But you, I'm not gonna ask you to fight her. I can't ask something like that of a kid. Wow. Do you know who I am, lady? If you could take this and find someone who could, I'd greatly appreciate it. And we're gonna get some scuba gear. So now we can certainly go down into the deep blue sea and get some thalassophobia. Maybe. If she has Kyogre, then she must be in the deep part of the ocean, and the only place around here is Maelstrom 9. A scuba gear will let you dive down there. If the Abyssal Cult is putting their plan into action, then now is the best time to end them. That's how it works in the movies, right? Yep, because life is just like a movie. No kidding though, life can draw a lot of similarities to movies sometimes, and it looks like the gym is still locked up, so never mind, we don't really have to worry about taking on Anastasiya for a little while at least. We got more pressing matters in hand, which is basically cults. Again, cults are usually the culprit of most things, but it looks like this town is already beginning to flood, and most of the doors have locked up, so good thing we actually checked out those buildings earlier on, because now it seems like most things are actually locked, and I can't even find the area that we were at earlier. Can we surf here? I kind of want to check whatever this is. Oh, that was her secret lab. Wait, what? How did we get here before then? Was there really, like, just a regular path right here? Oh, I guess there was. Oh well, the flood has hit us, and now we've got to save the world from utter destruction once again. Except there's no utters involved, there's no Mega Miltank involved. Instead, it is Kyogre. And also, this way is also blocked off, and the doors are locked now. What the heck, man? Where are we going here? Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, this place wasn't flooded at all, then, because most of this area that we're standing in right now, we could literally just walk on. And now, it actually feels like it's, we have to surf over it, so kind of a bummer. But, hey, at least we're gonna get that level 50 here. Oh, yeah. And I think at 53 is when, what is it? Morgana's gonna be learning Thunderbolt, so we'll be a little bit more helpful. Anyway, let's go heal up and then head on to face the Maelstrom that is coming up ahead. I know there was an area we could like leave the town up north, but I could not find where that was for a second, so I guess we'll ignore it for now and head on over to the deep side of town, get some thalassophobia. I can't remember what the word said. I hope that they use it again because I like learning new words, even though that's a very long word and probably one that I'm not going to end up using very often. I just like learning new words. So, looks like we actually can find some Pokemon down underwater, as we got some seaweed down here, and it is going to be Kingdra. What the heck? Dude, that is such a cool Pokemon to find underwater. I was expecting like a Clamperl or a Relicanth, because that's usually what you find underwater, but nope. Oh. Okay, this is actually something you can battle, and it is a level 25 Wailmer. Not gonna give us too much, but I think Wailmers, because they're, you know, nice and big, give some good experience. There's a Relicanth actually, and we saw a Carvana as well, so I could try to catch some of these Pokemon, but I don't know, I'm not really feeling up to catching Pokemon right now, so maybe we'll come back later and catch some stuff, but for now, let's see if we can find where the cultists are, what the cultists are up to, or where they're even at. As I actually fight a Carvana anyway, because I've realized there's so many of them that it doesn't really matter if I take down some of them, because we can always come back and catch a Carvana. I think Mega Sharpedo's in this game, so can definitely go for that at some point. I'm saving Mega Fedoro though, or I'm saving my water type for Mega Fedoro. Eventually I know that we'll get that, it's just a matter of when it'll actually happen, but I'm a little bit curious as to what other Pokemon are down here, since we already found a Kingdra. Never mind, I guess it's all just Kingdras, level 52, so higher level wild Pokemon than our very own Pokemon are at. I definitely need to do some training, but I'm just not only lazy, but I really just think that we don't need the levels. Like, they're not absolutely necessary for us right now. But it looks like light is filtering from up above, so we are gonna emerge into the abyssal base and find that there's a force field. Nice. Wait a second. Aha! Finally, we can turn into an abyssal cultist. My wildest dreams have finally come true, and that means we can go straight on through the force field. I don't know how our Pokemon can make it through it. Maybe only, maybe it's only for humans, you know, like the force field doesn't care about Pokemon. It only cares that you are wearing the nice blue wig and clothes and whatever else the abyssal cultists do. Whoa, that's a really cool logo they got on the ground there, but it looks like we are infiltrated. I don't think we're even gonna have any battles then, considering that we are literally looking like an abyssal cultist. What if I just change back to a normal dude? Can I like turn back into normal? Hey, a battle, I'd love to, fellow cultist. Oh, okay, never mind. We can still battle other cultists, but it's more like a friendly challenge, you know? It's not like we're battling to our lives here, or for our lives, is what I was trying to say. But anyway, that dude just soaked us up, which means that I totally messed up this battle, because I meant to go for Shockwave, went for Ice Beam, so now we're gonna have a way tougher time. So you know what, Tusk, how about you get out of here and battle him instead? Why does he keep turning us into a water type? I guess that does make us not have Stab, which is a little bit annoying, but it's okay. Tusk can still handle the Golduck, and definitely a Swanna. Swanna's a Pokemon that you don't really see too often, but I actually really like Swanna. Well, specifically I like Ducklet because it looks so dumb, and I don't know, I have a thing for dumb-looking Pokemon. They're so funny-looking, and I love them, and I guess maybe that's why I really do like 5th generation, because a lot of Pokemon there looked pretty dumb, and I tend to like dumb-looking Pokemon, like my boy Stunfisk, you know, one of my favorite ones. Ducklet, pretty derpy-looking, I like that one. Hey, would you mind battling me? We abyssal cultists have to stay in practice. I guess so, man. I just gotta say though, you know, my team might be a little bit similar to, you know, one of those kids, one of those meddling kids that have been foiling your plans, but believe me, I am not that kid disguised as a cultist. No. I am just a regular cultist, and I was inspired by that kid because I said, you know, if you can't beat him, join him. So you might as well use the same Pokemon that you get beat up by, if that makes any sense. But it looks like over this way we got a large piece of machinery. That is very interesting, man. Very descriptive, of course. A large piece of machinery. That's all about that I need to know about it. I heard that Moses trying to infiltrate our base. Battle me and help me get prepared. Again, this Mose kid, I know you guys fear him. He's very powerful. I have similar Pokemon to him, but I am not him by any means. Don't ever believe if anyone tells you that I am Mose. Just don't believe them, because it's simply not true, man. But Tusk here does have Dragon Dance, which is a pretty awesome attack, if I do say so myself. Power up our attack and speed, so nothing can take us down, and we can just kind of sweep through everything. So I hope the next Pokemon that comes out is something that, whoa, Tusk is actually learning Swords Dance here, which is also pretty good. Sharply raised that attack stat, but Dragon Dance also raises speed, and I think that's a little bit better. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep my Dragon Dance over the Swords Dance. I don't know, they're both good. Oh my gosh! This dude is doing the same thing we are! He realized that Mose is the best trainer around, and so he's using a Fedoro himself! Too bad his Fedoro is not as good as mine, and it's gonna get taken down by a nice Dragon Claw. But seriously, man, Fedoro, it's very nice. You guys have similar interests. Your battle style is similar to theirs. Oh, they're actually realizing that it's us, so maybe our plans will get foiled, but hopefully not, because, you know, we're kind of relying on the fact that no one notices that it's us in a disguise right now. I wonder if we actually have, like, a completely different face, though, because I know that we're using Mew's power of DNA. Like, Mew is changing our DNA to be like someone else, so I'm pretty sure that everything about us changes. Like, our whole face, our look, our hair. It's not just like he's wearing a wig or whatever. Like, we're actually changing, which is pretty cool to think about. Anyway, Ludicolo here might actually be a little bit of trouble, because I knew you were trouble when I walked in, and then I used my Ice Beam, and it turns out that Ludicolo wasn't really any trouble at all. I wonder how big my private island is gonna be. Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about your private something else, and that was gonna be a little bit weird, because I was gonna have to burst your bubble and say that I'm about to foil your plans, and your private island is not gonna be coming into fruition, man. I'm sorry to tell you. The force field system is so complicated. One field for grunts, one for scientists, and one that only Audrey can get through. It hurts my brain just thinking about it. Oh, you still want to battle? Okay, because I heard some pretty awesome force field talk there, and I thought that maybe we were going to be turning into Audrey in a second, but nope, it turns out that we're just battling another cultist here. Or, like, it looked like he wasn't going to be a person that, you know, actually gave us a battle, because he was giving us some interesting info there. Like, when you take on Silphco in Pokemon Fire and Leaf Green, and there's all the Team Rocket grunts, like, not all of them end up battling you. Some of them just give you information and give you some passwords so you can get through and get to whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say right now, but point is, we don't got to get any passwords here. Instead, we've just got 3 force fields to get through, but I'm not sure that we can get this done in today's episode, so maybe we will have to cut this short for a little bit, as we're about halfway through the Abyssal Base. I think we already fought that chick, so maybe we go down this way. I'm just trying to figure out, because I'm sure there's some kind of rare item in here, like maybe even a Master Ball is lurking somewhere around these areas, so anyway, I think that's going to be it for this episode, so thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to try to make my way out of here. Oh, here's one of the other ones. This one is tailored specifically to scientists, and unfortunately we can't disguise as scientists right now. Maybe we can seed flare it up. Yeah, didn't think that would work. So, see you all in the next episode as we get even more lost in this Abyssal Base.